Hello, hello, hello. So I know that you guys have been waiting on this video. I know that you've been waiting to hear Janicia's birth experience. I promised that I would share because a lot of you were inquiring. So I said I would just create a video so that all of you would know what my experience was like. Whew. So let's begin. So the first thing is that though some of you may know that our son was breached. He was breached up until the last minute or a moment. And so we were at our 36 week appointment, and our son was breached. And for our doctor, he was not too happy, or he was not so pleased about that because of what I've been through, because of our journey to getting pregnant, our fertility journey. He wanted us to have the entire experience. So he did not want me to go through the cesarean. He wanted me to have a vaginal delivery. So he tried to push it as far as he can in hopes that our son would turn into the birthing position, which is head down. So at our 36 weeks, we were disappointed because he was still breached. So because of that, our gynecologist told us that he's gonna monitor the baby at 37 weeks, and we would see what would happen. If he's still breached, then we would have no choice than to plan a C-section. So we went to our 37th week appointment came about, and we went to that, and surprisingly, he was still breached. So because he was still breached, there was no other choice than for our gynecologist to schedule a C-section. We were, I would say, excited at first that we were going to have a C-section because we were all ready and, just excited to meet our son. My parents were excited to meet him. We had everything prepared. So we were just pretty much waiting on him. So we said, okay, if it boils down to a C-section, then so be it. That was God's plan. And so we would just have to deal with it. I would just have to go through the healing phase, and that would be that. So that was at 37 weeks. Our gynecologist set up the appointment for, he gave us 2 dates. He told us that we can choose the dates that we want the child to be born on. So because it's a C-section, you have that option. So we told him that we would take the closest date that he has. So we took the 22nd of March. So we had the option of the 22nd of March or the 29th of March. We decided to go with the 22nd of March because, of course, we're excited to meet KJ. We're ready, so why not? So the time came about. Our gynecologist said, you know what? You guys are gonna come in for a final scan or ultrasound at 38 weeks, and if he's still breached, then you will give me the date that you selected, and we will move forward with that. 38 weeks came about, and guys, guess what? Our sweet little prince went into birthing position. So he was head down. When our gynecologist came in, which is Dr. Friday, which I did mention him so you guys would know. When he came into the room, he said, before he did the ultrasound, he said to my husband and I that, what do you guys think? I showed you how to check if the baby's head is down. So what are we doing now? Do you think his head is down or is it still up? I said, well, I've been feeling here is a bit softer. It's not that hard. So he said, well, if it's not that hard, then that means that the baby probably went into the birthing position. I said, well, I don't know, because sometimes it feels hard, sometimes it feels soft. You know, this is all new to me. I don't even know what I'm feeling for. I'm just guessing at that point. Anyhow, he did the ultrasound and we found out that baby K's head was down. So all the plans for the C-section, everyone is excited to meet KJ on the 22nd of March. And that plan went through the window because KJ had other plans. He was like, no, I'm not ready to come out. I'm not ready for this world. So I'm gonna turn so that I can stay in there a little bit longer. And he did just that. So he turned at 38 weeks. It was, the doctor, of course, said that he's very stubborn. He has a mind of his own, which is not a bad thing. If he has a mind of his own, then I know that he will be a leader and not a follower, right? That's what I've been speaking into his life. So anyway, so the C-section was out of the way. And so we proceeded to regular vaginal delivery. So we were at 38 weeks. Dr. Friday said we would just have to wait it out until the baby is ready, because there's nothing else that he can pretty much do. So, of course, yes, we were disappointed, but God knows his timing is always perfect. He knows exactly what we need, and he just knows what he's doing, and so we just need to trust him. Although sometimes his will is not in line with what we want, what we want is not in line with his will, we just need to trust him. Sometimes it's hard, but we need to just trust him. And so although we were a bit disappointed because we were looking forward to meeting baby K on the 22nd of March, that did not happen. So we waited it out. I shared some of it with you guys where I was trying to do some natural induction exercises, try to get KJ to come lower and lower so that we can get this ball rolling. But he was not cooperating. It's like he just loved it in there and he did not want to come out. So you guys saw I shared some squatting videos with you. I just shared the whole experience trying to get him to come. But of course, like I said, that did not work. We were at 40 weeks, and my little prince, our little prince, was still very much cozy in there. He had no intentions of coming anywhere at 40 weeks. So at that point, our gynecologist spoke to us about the different things that can happen. So a baby can come according to what he shared with us. Sorry if you're hearing noise in the background, dogs barking, sorry. But according to him, a baby can come 2 weeks before or 2 weeks after. And so at 40 weeks, one of the things that he was a bit concerned about was the baby pooping inside. And so that can be very dangerous. And when I say pooping, I mean passing stool. That can be very dangerous. I'm not even going to try to call out or pronounce the word, because when I'm saying it, I just say the M word. Okay? So That's the stool. So that was his main concern with us going too far along and then that happening. So what he ended up doing at 40 weeks, he sent me to the hospital, and I had to go on the monitor to monitor the baby's heartbeat, make sure that he was comfortable in there, still comfortable in there. He was not in any form of distress.